What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to LTQ Wrestling Crew YouTube channel. We're talking about Monday Night Raw. Really good show tonight. The build for WrestleMania continues. We had a great ending segment, some good matches throughout the show. So let's talk about the main thing. Seth Rollins. Now Paul Heyman owes him a favor. Let's go to the segment. Paul Heyman goes out there. He talks about how he's loyal to CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and he's not going to betray either one of them guys. He's not disloyal to either one of them either. And Rollins comes out and questions if Heyman is actually loyal to either one of them guys, because he said neither one of them are loyal to him. He says Roman Reigns left Heyman, with the bloodline, with Solo. They took him out. He was nowhere to be seen. Every time Roman Reigns doesn't have something go right, he disappears. And he also questions CM Punk. And he also says Roman Reigns left you to be massacred in your hometown in front of your family, Paul. And he says Punk didn't come out there to help you either. He left the fans. He left WWE. He didn't care about you. Punk cares about nobody. He's not your best friend. He says all CM Punk did was come back to make money, not friends. And he starts saying, so what are you worth, Paul? And he pushes him. He slaps him. And Paul Heyman says, don't you put your damn hands on me again. And Rollins pushes him in the corner, and out comes CM Punk. And him and Rollins get into a brawl. They're beating the hell out of each other. We all know the rivalry they've had. And Punk goes to do something on the stairs to Rollins. Rollins runs in the ring. Punk runs in the ring, and he gets stopped. And Rollins is looking after Paul Heyman goes to check on CM Punk. Obviously, his friend, he's making sure he's okay. And he's in the perfect spot for a curb stomp. And Rollins goes and looks like he's about to hit the curb stomp on Paul like he said he was going to do. He said, I could take you out, Paul, earlier in the segment. I can make this all easy for you. It'd be best if you just extract yourself from the situation. Let me, Roman Reigns, and Punk brawl and fight for ourselves here. And he doesn't curb stomp Paul. He grabs the mic and he says, now you owe me a favor. And that's how Raw goes off the air. Very good segment between these three. And no Roman Reigns. He'll be on SmackDown, I believe, this week. But man, now you got to wonder. He owes all three of these guys pretty much something. What's the favor for Rollins? Is he going to help Rollins win? Because he didn't, his favor to Punk isn't helping Punk win. It's just to walk out there and be with Punk for the match. So that's something to take into consideration here. Like, he didn't promise Punk, oh, yeah, I'm going to help you win the title. I'm just going to walk out with you and support you during your match. With Roman Reigns, he's just there to kind of be a support for him too, technically. But for Rollins, he's not. So it makes it very intriguing. Is he going to help Rollins win the championship? Help Rollins win the match, maybe go after the championship after WrestleMania? I think that's very intriguing. It adds another element to this match. What is that favor going to be? So very well done. Rollins was very good here. So was Heyman. So hats off to all everybody involved. So we had a segment with Io Sky, Belair, and Rhea Ripley to start off the show. It's funny because Adam Pearce introduced all of them, and he was like, with Judgment Day, which commentary had to hurry up and cover that one up. Like, yeah, Adam Pearce had a lot on his plate. He didn't get that one right. Not really much to say here. Belair was getting booed, which I'm surprised about. I don't really get why she's getting booed here, because she's really been kind of the victim in all this. But the fans are booing her, so that makes it more of a possibility that we see a Belair heel turn in the future. But pretty much they just set up the triple threat. They all signed the contract. Io Sky stands tall and exits the ring. We had Bayley against Lyra Valkyria for the women's IC title. There was a botch. Bayley's got to stop going for that. I guess it's like a spinning power bomb into the corner. She never hits it really clean or properly. She botched that. But other than that, a great match between these two women. Ends up ending in a roll-up. Lyra beats Bayley. I did think maybe Liv and Raquel were going to come out there and have it in the DQ, setting up maybe like a tag team match. But that's not the direction they're going. So very good match between these two women right here. They cooked. Another match they cooked. LWO against the Creeds and El Grande Americano. Not Chad Gable, El Grande Americano. Fun match, a lot of excitement, a lot of, flips and high spots, and just a good match. Very fun match between these six gentlemen here. And after, they do some cool spots, Ivy Nile hands El Grande like a metal plate or something to put in his mask. Rey Mysterio sees it. He gets hit in the head, then he hits a diving headbutt, pins one of the LWO members, and gets the win. So very fun match there. We had a Gunther and Jey Uso segment. And Jey Uso Doesn't let Gunther even say a word. He comes out there. He's talking about, what do you talk about with your mother, Gunther? Do you talk about family? Do you talk about what you're eating for lunch, your daughter, or family members, or whatever? He says, I had to discuss my older brother, her oldest son, with her, and how he ended up in the hospital. And she said, why didn't you protect him, Josiah? Jay says he was afraid of Gunther. That's why he didn't. Mentions Gunther destroying Jimmy in front of him. It left him so many things, scared, mad, angry, frustrated, all that. And he says he realized something the last week, that he's not afraid of Gunther no more. And that night before WrestleMania, he's going to have a prayer, and he's going to pray for Gunther. And he's going to ask the Lord to forgive him for the man he's going to become. And says at WrestleMania, he's going to do it for his family. He's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to walk out of WrestleMania with the title. And I thought this was very good from Jay. It wasn't no silly, type shit in this segment. It was a very serious. Now, don't get me wrong. Is there part of me that's like, okay, why did he just not want to beat the hell out of Gunther here for beating the hell out of his brother? WWE's had a tendency of doing that, where it's like the baby faces don't try to get revenge against the heels. They just kind of stand there and talk with them and all that. If somebody beat my bro, even though I don't have a brother, if somebody beat my brother like that senseless, I'd be wanting to just destroy him. I know they're saving the fight for WrestleMania. They're doing that with a lot of these matches. But it's like Jay should be just wanting to destroy Gunther, like anytime he sees him. But other than that little flaw, I thought it was very good. And we'll have to see. And then we had New Day against War Raiders. Not really much to say about this match. They had some, what is his name? The comedian. I don't even really watch him that much. I forgot, Tony Hinchcliffe or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. But he was on commentary saying some really weird shit. Just weird. The match itself was okay. It ends in a DQ after New Day gets a chair. I think Ivar ends up hitting Xavier Woods with the chair. Referee sees it, calls it a DQ, and then New Day beats them both up after the match and walk away. And in the final match before the segment we talked about first, Penta against Dom. Penta wins. Not really a long match or nothing, but after the match, Braun Breaker, actually Carlito came out there and attacked Penta after the match. He tried to get involved earlier. And then Braun Breaker runs out there, hits an insane spear on Carlito, one of the best spears I've ever seen in my life. And then attacks Dom, spears Penta. Finn attacks him from behind, and then holds up the championship. And then Braun goes for a spear, and Finn Balor retreats. So I think that match, the Fatal 4-Way match, will be one of the slept-on matches between Dom, Penta, Braun, and Finn. And I think, I would love for Finn to win that match. I really think he could use the win because Finn has not done anything this year. And I read a report really later last year that Finn's supposed to get this big singles push in 2025. Well, it's been the opposite so far. He's done nothing but take losses. But nonetheless, really looking forward to that match. Raw this week was good. I liked the show. It's really been a stall fest the last few weeks, so it was good to see some good matches and some more growth in the segments, especially the Jey Uso one. And the Rollins owning a favor was really good. So that'll do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more LTQ Wrestling Crew content. Peace.